Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Don Haskins Center. Before we begin our ceremony, I would like to request your cooperation. This ceremony is a solemn occasion that merits dignified behavior on part of the graduates as well as the audience. Please refrain from shouting out names and using noisemakers during the ceremony. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices. Thank you for your cooperation and support.
Damas y caballeros, antes de dar comienzo a nuestra ceremonia, nos gustaría que nuestra graduación sea una ocasión memorable para todos ustedes. Nuestros padres, familiares y amigos desean escuchar claramente los nombres de nuestros graduandos. Objetos que hacen ruido, teléfonos celulares, pelotas o cualquier otra forma de distracción quitan importancia a esta ceremonia tan especial para nuestros estudiantes. De antemano, muchas gracias por su cooperación.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony for Hanks High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as faculty and staff along with our superintendent, Drs. Xavier De La Torre, the Board of Trustees, and the Executive Cabinet enter the Don Haskins Center.
Damas y caballeros, la generación del 2015 de la preparatoria Hanks.
morning. Welcome to the 2015 J.M. Hanks High School commencement ceremonies. At this time, we ask that you turn off all electronic devices and cellular phones. I would also like to take a moment to ask for your cooperation and support. This is a formal and dignified occasion where we would like for all of our students to be honored. We ask that there's no shouting out of names, noisemakers, or behavior that may detract from the occasion or keep other families from hearing the name of their graduate. I thank you in advance. Welcome once again. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Kay Gamboa, National Honor Society President, to the podium.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please rise for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas Pledge, and a moment of silence? All graduating seniors may keep their mortarboard hats at this time. Gentlemen in the audience, please remove your hats. Please remain standing until the color guard has departed. The national anthem is being performed by the J.M. Hanks High School Silver Knights Band under the direction of Horacio Gomez, and the presentation of colors is by the J.M. Hanks Color Guard, composed of all seniors and under the leadership of retired Captain Eileen Williams and retired Sergeant First Class John Colley. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in reciting the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Please join me in a moment of silence in remembrance of America's fallen. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce Nikki Shadden, Senior Class President.
It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the J.M. Hanks High School 2015 graduation commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests who have joined us. I ask that as each name is called, each guest stand and be recognized. From our Board of Trustees, representative for the J.M. Hanks area, Mr. Paul Pearson. Vice President and representative for the Bel Air area, Connie Woodruff. Representative for the Ysleta area, Mr. Sotero G. Ramirez III. Please give a warm welcome to our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Xavier de la Torre. Will members of the Superintendent's Cabinet please stand to be recognized? At this time, I would like to introduce our J.M. Hanks Learning Community Principals. We are honored to have them with us. Pebble Hills Elementary Principal, Mr. Robert Martinez. Ariel Washington Elementary Principal, Mr. Mauricio Cano. Tierra del Sol Elementary Principal, Mrs. Elizabeth Castro. Vista Hills Elementary Principal, Mr. Mauricio Beatriz. Indian Ridge Middle School Principal, Mrs. Pauline Muela. Desert View Middle School Principal, Mrs. Michelle Kerwald. J.M. Hanks High School Assistant Principals, Michelle Bataya, Hugo Gonzalez, Benjamin Ortega, Robert Trejo. At this time, will our counseling staff and Go Center specialists please stand and be recognized? Our senior class sponsor has dedicated many hours to the senior class in fundraising and organizing activities. Marie Reese, please stand and be recognized. We are proud to introduce to you the J.M. Hanks High School faculty and staff. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. To begin our ceremony, I am honored to present to you the principal of J.M. Hanks High School, Ms. Gloria Lynn Spencer.
Thank you, Kay and Nikki. Good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters of our graduates, thank you for your support and the guidance that you have provided our students. Without you, this celebration would not be possible. Faculty members, I would especially like to thank you, for without your help in building these minds and building the characters of the students, we would not be here. When we designed the fall senior shirt this year, we talked about the class of 2015 and about them being part of history as the district was celebrating our centennial anniversary. For 100 years, Ysleta has helped shape the minds of our youth and our community. We wanted to honor that feat so that our senior class officers decided that the fall class shirts would say, making history. And on the I and the S, it was the class of 15. And they have made history. I would like Alexandra Salcido to please stand. Okay. There are 435 congressional districts in the United States. Alexandra, stay standing. Every year, an art competition is held where a student's piece is chosen and displayed in the Capitol to present that district. 2 years ago, Alex told Miss Williams, her art teacher, that she would one day have her artwork displayed there. This year, in May, Congressman O'Rourke came and presented Alexandra with that congressional award. Her piece will be hung in the Capitol this year. Congratulations on your achievement. Wrestling. Will the members of the girls' wrestling team please stand? These young ladies exemplify courage, perseverance, hard work, dedication, and teamwork. Led by Daniela Flores, who by herself is a back-to-back state champion, they led the girls' team to a back-to-back state championship. They are an unprecedented Texas State back-to-back champion. That's unheard of. Congratulations. Will students who have received a certification in industry please rise? All of you who received a certification. I actually have 129 seniors. So if you received a Microsoft certification, a Texas Correction certification, an Adobe certification, any kind of certification, please stand. Stay standing. I have 129 of you who have received this certification. We actually have, of those 121, there's actually 161 certifications total, because some of you have gone above and beyond. You are ready for that next step. You have a little bit extra that will take you when you go into those interviews and give you a slight, I guess a little bit of how do I want to say it? You'll be hired. Great job. You may be seated. Finally, would members of the softball team please rise? These young ladies have played ball together since the beginning of time. The bond that they have has taken them to new heights. I cannot describe what a pleasure it was to see them play. They literally left everything on that field. They never gave up. They never stopped supporting each other. These young ladies made history in taking Hanks to the Sweet 16 for the first time. Congratulations. As I look at your faces, I see young adults who exemplify hard work, perseverance, kindness, and loyalty. I see students with beautiful smiles and bigger hearts. You are truly amazing. Knights, you are beginning a new journey in life. Take on those challenges, experience life, and enjoy it. I will leave you with your class motto. Life brings us tears, smiles, and memories. The tears dry, the smiles fade, but the memories last forever. Go out, make new memories, but always remember that you are a knight and you will always be a knight. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our Ysleta Independent School District Superintendent, Dr. Xavier de la Torre.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here to help us celebrate the academic accomplishments of your children and our graduates. Let's hear it for the class of 2015. This is certainly not the first time that I've stood on this stage to address a group of graduates, but let me assure you that all of the graduating classes that came before you None are quite as special as you, the class of 2015. And let me tell you why. 100 years ago, in 1915, the Ysleta community banded together and became one collective voice in support of our schools. 100 years ago, our community intuitively understood what it needed to do to ensure the success of future generations. It needed to establish a local school district in order to provide a world-class public education that would prepare their children for an ever-changing, complex, and challenging world. It was the beginning of what we now know as the Ysleta Independent School District. 100 years later, I stand before you, the class of 2015. You are the one-of-a-kind, centennial graduating class of the Ysleta Independent School District, and you embody the spirit, ideals, and promise of the community in 1915 that established this school district. Today, you wear special stoles to commemorate our centennial, and the diplomas you will receive in a few minutes are also unlike any before in the Ysleta ISD class. But more importantly, graduates, you have successfully completed the kind of rigorous, relevant, and engaging education in the Ysleta Independent School District that our community championed in 1915. Throughout time, education has proved to be the strongest factor influencing social mobility, as well as our nation's economic prosperity and national security. As far back as the first century, famed Greek philosopher Plato was noted as saying, "The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life." Today you complete your high school education, but unlike the generations that came before you, your diploma no longer guarantees a living wage. The baccalaureate degree, the BA, has become the new high school diploma. For this generation of students, it is almost necessary to earn college degrees, and not just a baccalaureate, but advanced degrees in order to enjoy prosperity in the future. How do I know this, you might ask? I know it because I have lived it. The trajectory of my life was irrevocably changed when my parents migrated 2,000 miles from Jalisco, Mexico to California. In my family, education was an absolute game changer. My parents came to the United States to expose us to what was at the time the best public school system in the world. Even though neither of them had formal education, they insisted that their children receive a quality education. Their emphasis on the importance of education led to their 4 children eventually becoming an attorney and lead counsel for Governor Jerry Brown in California, the vice president of Blue Shield Blue Cross Healthcare, a certified public accountant with Price Waterhouse and Cooper, and a school superintendent. The quality of my life today is tied directly to the quality of the education my parents insisted I receive. So I strongly encourage you to continue your education. Don't forget the support you've received over the years from your parents, families, and friends. They helped make it possible for you to be here today, and they will continue to support you as you pursue your baccalaureate and advanced degrees. Graduates, you are the greatest investment that we as a society can make in our future. Our fate, the fate of our country, lies in your hands. No one knew this better than former President John F. Kennedy, who said, "Let us think of education as the means of developing our greatest abilities, because in each of us there is a private hope and dream which, fulfilled, can be translated into benefit for everyone and greater strength for our nation." Class of 2015, your work at the Ysleta Independent School District is done. We have prepared you for the global society that awaits you, and I have no doubt that you will succeed. And I leave you with the most fitting quote by another former United States President, Dwight D. Eisenhower. I'm sure everyone who is gathered here today to celebrate your accomplishments will agree with President Eisenhower when he said, "This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with destiny." Congratulations, Knights. You make us proud. We wish you only the best that life has to offer. Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2015.
The members of the National Honor Society are wearing the blue teal sash. Members of the National Honor Society, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. 80 hours of community service is a requirement to participate in the graduation ceremony, but going above and beyond is an expectation of our Knights. We would like to acknowledge 122 students who met or exceeded 300 volunteer hours. The class totaled 53,020 volunteer hours. Those members of the 300 volunteer hours, please stand and be recognized for going above and beyond when giving back to our community. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Counselor Laura Torres.
At this time, we would like to congratulate the following students who have demonstrated extraordinary commitments to their studies and have met the requirements of graduation in 3 years. Would the 3-year graduates please stand and be recognized as I call your name? Nikita M. Aras. Denise Gutierrez. Melissa D. James. Jacqueline I. Mata. And Alex Medina, Jr. Thank you, seniors. You may be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Counselor Mr. Robert Balandran.
It is a privilege to announce that 50 students are Distinguished Achievement Program graduates. A DAP graduate has completed 4 advanced measures in addition to the recommended high school program. Each of these students has been presented with a DAP medallion from the Texas Education Agency and are wearing a silver gown. Would the DAP graduates please stand and allow us to recognize your achievement? Congratulations, DAP students. You may be seated. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Gold Center Specialist, Mr. Jeff Taylor.
At this time, if I can please have all students who receive post-secondary financial aid to include scholarships, grants, and military monies, including students who have enlisted in military service, please stand to be recognized. These graduates have accumulated $8,763,361 as of June 5th, 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for these outstanding seniors. Graduates, you may be seated. Please help me welcome Ms. Michelle Batalla, Assistant Principal.
It is my pleasure to honor those students whose grades have qualified them to be in the top 10% of this outstanding graduating class. Top 10% graduates, please stand so that we may congratulate you for your excellent scholastic achievement. Thank you. Please be seated. The time has come to introduce the top 10 graduating seniors of 2015. These 10 students have the distinction of achieving the highest grade point average in their class. They are dressed in white gowns to denote their top 10 status. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing when your name is announced. In numerical order, they are number 10, Haley Elaine Olson. Number 9, Dominic John Bentasis. Number 8, Samuel Noah Johnson. Number 7, Brianna Marie Red. Number 6, Alexis Nicole Reyes. Number 5, Nikki Lynn Shadden. Number 4, Brianna Noel Cortez. Number 3, Karina Nicole Montecone. Our salutatorian and number 2, Jana Marie Gomez. And number 1, our valedictorian, Kay Gamboa. Congratulations. Please be seated. Ms. Spencer will now present the salutatorian and the valedictorian.
The student whose dedication to academic excellence was the second highest in this outstanding graduating class has earned the title of salutatorian. She is a member of the Silver Knights Band, National Honor Society, and swim team. She will be attending Texas A&M to continue her studies in the biomedical field. Jana is a true student athlete with, as she would say, emphasis on the student. I would like to congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Gomez. Ladies and gentlemen, the salutatorian of the class of 2015, Jana Gomez.
Good morning. Welcome graduates, family, friends, faculty, administration, and distinguished guests to the J.M. Hanks High School 2015 graduation ceremony. I would like to start by thanking a few people whom without I would not be standing here today. First and foremost, I would like to thank my family, who have always taught me 2 very valuable lessons. Don't be dumb and give them hell. I would also like to thank all of my teachers and administration for giving me the opportunities to succeed. And finally, I would like to thank Mr. Taylor from the Go Center, because without him, none of us would be on the path to achieving our dreams. These individuals have influenced us all, but this is just for you, class of 2015. If there is one thing that I've learned in the past 4 years at Hanks High School, it's that people change. Obviously, people get taller and hair grows longer, or in my case, shorter, but it's more than that. It's a growth of substance, a growth of our personal abilities, our personal confidence, and our personal faith. Not a single person in this room is the same as they were 4 years ago. We have all been through tough times, heartbreak, betrayal, but now we're here. We push the bad aside and harness the good, and because of that, we are stronger than we have ever been. High school was the longest and most strenuous battle we have had to face thus far, and it brings a smile to my face to see how much you have all changed. When I look out into this crowd, I see musicians, scientists, actors, mathematicians, all future groundbreakers. These paths are in plain sight, but we are still merely peering through the looking glass. Our insights might change, something new might catch your eye as we look into this world of wonders. And in 4 years, every single one of us will be different. 4 years ago, I was a shy freshman with a lot of insecurities. 4 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to make this speech. But now I'm able to stand before you all with a newly found beam of confidence. If there is one thing that I have learned in high school, it's that change is inevitable, and all I ask of you is to find the silver lining in life and harness the strength to rise up when you fall. And although we seem different, we have merely changed into better versions of ourselves. Because in the end, no matter how much you have changed, there's only one name on that diploma, yours. Congratulations, J.M. Hanks Class of 2015, we made it.
Thank you, Jana. At this time, it is my honor to present the #1 ranked student of the class of 2015. She has earned the title of valedictorian through dedication to excellence and her willingness to surmount any challenge. She is the president of the National Honor Society and a member of DECA. Before I introduce this young scholar who will be attending the University of Texas at El Paso, where she will be a part of the pharmacy program, I would like to acknowledge the support and encouragement of her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gamboa. I am honored to introduce to J.M. Hanks High School the valedictorian of the class of 2015, Kay Gamboa.
Knights, we are gathered here to commemorate the conclusion of our high school years. And while they think they were the best years of your life, for others, it's only the beginning. Class of 2015, we started together and we are ending together. Though some of us took different interests along the way, ultimately, we came together as one. We might not all have been on the championship wrestling team, or the award-winning Silver Knights marching band, or the top-notch robotics team, or even on the amazing Lady Knights softball team. But in the end, we all contributed to what Hanks really is. It is not just a building where we attend school, or where we sat for the past 720 instructional days. Instead, it is a home where we all experience good and bad days. A place where the location did not define who we were, but the memories we formed together did. As all of us are seated here today, I cannot help but think that this is really it. We have come to a point in life where we must establish ourselves as individuals and make a name for ourselves. It is time to make plans, to get excited, to envision what is ahead, but it's also time to enjoy the journey that will take us there. It is never too late to decide what you want to do with your life, as you are the sole conductor behind the wheel. I know a lot of us would like to be the next Albert Einstein, Mark Zuckerberg, or Bill Gates, but the odds of us waking up tomorrow morning as the next creative genius, tycoon, or entrepreneur are very slim. And while I'm not saying that these are impossible, it is important to take a grip on reality and to set attainable goals first. You could very well be there one day, but it's all the time invested, all the miles charted that make reaching your final destination so sweet. It takes dedication and perseverance to reach those goals. Miracle is another word for hard work. As one day my mom told me, it's all about that giving that extra degree. Like when water is really hot at 211 degrees, but it doesn't boil till it's at 212 degrees. And when that water is finally boiling, the steam produced can power a locomotive. That extra degree counts, and it's that extra effort that makes the big difference. What am I saying in all this? I am saying that in everything that you do, you always have to think things through and work very hard. You cannot get by merely on luck, chance, or natural ability. It takes effort and dedication. If it weren't for God, my mom, dad, grandma, Richie, Haley, my confidant, and Hania, my best friend and personal stylist, I do not know where I would be right now. They are my drive and the main reason I am still sane. I would also like to thank the Hanks administration for opening many doors for me and allowing me to succeed. Thank you, Ms. Almada, Ms. Baggett, Ms. Hernandez, Mr. O'Donnell, Mr. Taylor, Coach Pacheco, and Master Williamson, for never letting me lose my flames, and for constantly hearing me beg, can I have extra credit? Finally, I would like to thank Ariadna Lopez and the team at Univision 26 for believing that I can achieve great things. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. J.M. Hanks class of 2015. I know that after today, everyone is going their own way, but never say goodbye, because saying goodbye means going away, and going away means forgetting. Knights, we are Hanks, today, tomorrow, and forever. Congratulations, class of 2015. Live well and prosper. Thank you. Es un placer estar aquí.
Thank you, Kay. The class of 2015 will now present their gift to J.M. Hanks High School as a symbol of appreciation for all that they have achieved and the experiences that they are taking with them as Silver Knights. I am proud to introduce to you Senior Class President Nikki Shadden, Senior Vice President Ana Carrillo, Senior Class Secretary Brianna Red, and Senior Class Treasurer Vanessa Rivera.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the accomplishments of the class of 2015. Ms. Spencer, on behalf of the senior class, we would like to present you with this video displaying our gift.
Thank you, senior class officers, the class of 2015, and Ms. Marie Rees for your gift to J.M. Hanks High School. You all are amazing. Thank you. The Excalibur Award is annually presented to 10 students who exemplify the best of Hanks High School. These students have demonstrated our school motto: work honorably, learn courageously, achieve admirably in all that they do. In the legend, the sword and the stone could only be removed by one with true nobility. These students will undoubtedly demonstrate their noble efforts to improve society after graduation. We are in good hands. Honorees, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your Excalibur Award. Mr. Robert Trejo, Assistant Principal, will read the bios of the Excalibur recipients.
Thank you, Ms. Spencer. Little drum roll. Arriving at the kingdom at 6 a.m. for band practice and leaving at 6 p.m. after track practice is a schedule that became routine for this young lady. She works diligently in all aspects, academically, musically, and athletically. You have seen her standing in the band podium directing the Silver Knights marching band or making people smile with her wacky sense of style. And for some unknown reason, she likes to launch herself 11 feet in the air, become inverted, and go over a crossbar. She is dedicated, hardworking, approachable, dependable, and brightens our halls. Our first Excalibur honoree is Jordan Thummel. This young man excels in the classical guitar, but his true love is rock and roll music. He is a versatile young man who quietly and gently leads by example. Coach Fierstein says he is a guardian angel for many young students as he helps them in music, theater, weightlifting, and tutoring. Our second Excalibur honoree is Angel Andy Quinones. Angel Quiñones, everyone. Good job. Academically, this young lady excels. She is part of the top 10%, taking AP and dual credit classes. In the community, she volunteers regularly in different projects such as Race for the Cure, middle school walks, trick or treat night, Easter egg hunts, visiting the elderly, and many other events. She is a member of the National Honor Society, a player on the varsity basketball team, and is the treasurer of the class of 2015. Our third Excalibur honoree is Vanessa Rivera. When this young man was a freshman, he went home one day after a grueling workout in weights and conditions and told his mom, "We have figured it out. Coach wants to kill us." Luckily, he is still alive and doing well. He is one of our most well-rounded individuals on our campus, participating in the varsity orchestra, speech and debate team, high Q, and mock trial. He is even-tempered and driven to excel, which he will continue to do so at Northwestern University in Boston. Our fourth Excalibur honoree is Michael Williams. Congratulations. If you need a task accomplished both quickly and correctly, she is the go-to person. Her intelligence is only exceeded by her amazing attention to detail. She worked constantly in NHS to ensure that our service projects were meaningful and impacted the community. She shines brightly on a daily basis and has a true dedication and passion to make the world a better place. As the NHS president, she truly personifies the values of leadership, scholarship, character, and service. Our fifth Excalibur honoree is Ms. Kay Gamboa. He is witty, intelligent, humorous, determined, kind, and a true craftsman of speech. Beyond his intellect lies a concern and courtesy towards others that is not always found in today's world. His goal is to become a lawyer. This young man competed in the UIL speech and debate tournament in Austin, placing 5th overall. He is honing one of the skills necessary to become a successful lawyer, the ability to argue a point of view. We would like to recognize our 6th Excalibur honoree, Juan Aranda. Her softball coach described her as one of the hardest working athletes she has ever coached and one of the most respected. She is described as intelligent, athletic, and possessing a caring personality. One often can hear her offering her help to others. Her smile brightens up the hallways. I know that she will represent the Hanks community in a positive manner as she continues her education at UT Permian Basin, pursuing a major in chemistry. The 7th Excalibur honoree is Brianna Red. This young man always insists on good manners and behavior even in the face of adversity or unsportsmanlike conduct. He is the epitome of a well-rounded student and a valued member of the Dark Knight Drill Team, the Varsity Male Color Guard, the Varsity Orchestra, and the Varsity Cross Country Team, just to name a few programs. He is the Deputy Brigade Commander of YISD JROTC Corps of Cadets, the second highest leadership position in the district. This young man will be attending Texas Tech, where he will pursue a career in architecture. Our 8th Excalibur honoree is Isaiah Hernandez. Tenacious, competitive, and a smile the size of the kingdom is how this lady is described. She overcame an immense obstacle between her freshman and sophomore year and has become one of our top student athletes in our school. She earned a Division I scholarship to the University of Texas at El Paso, where she will continue to play softball. She is kind, intelligent, possesses a heart of gold, and willpower that few possess. Our 9th Excalibur honoree is Ariel J. Blair. This individual epitomizes honesty, service, courage, leadership, and patriotism. Her goal is to make sure that she represents Hanks and her community in a positive manner, always exemplifying what a knight symbolizes. She volunteers at the Human Honor Society, is a member of the El Paso Youth Council, and Keep El Paso Beautiful. At school, she is a member of the National Honor Society, vice president of the senior class, president of the Interact Club, our community service organization. She will be attending the University of Texas at El Paso, where she will be majoring in business marketing. Our 10th Excalibur honoree is Ana Carrillo. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our Excalibur recipients. Please give them a round of applause.
You may be seated. Okay, members of the Ysleta Board of Trustees, Dr. De La Torre, honored guests, and ladies and gentlemen, I certify that these students of the class of 2015 of J.M. Hanks High School have met all requirements of the Ysleta Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency and are certified to receive a diploma. I would now like to ask Mr. Paul Pearson from the Board of Trustees to accept the class.
Good morning and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Bienvenue. As a member of the Board of Trustees, I am honored to take part in this special ceremony. First, I'd like to thank all the family and friends who are celebrating with us today. High school graduation is such an important milestone in our students' lives, and we thank you for supporting them on their path toward a bright and promising future. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff at Hanks High School for their commitment to our students. Because of your hard work and dedication, our graduates have the knowledge, skills, and encouragement they need to take the next step in their college and career goals. And to the class of 2015, your future is full of opportunities. I encourage you to take advantage of these opportunities and make a name for yourself in this world. As graduates of the Ysleta Independent School District, you benefit from a long tradition of excellence. You represent the hope and promise of our community, and we wish you the best as you set out to achieve your goals and make a positive difference. And now, seniors, it's my pleasure to announce that you have successfully completed your education at Ysleta ISD. Ms. Spencer, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I hereby accept that these students have fulfilled the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and are eligible to graduate. Congratulations, Knights. You did it. Best wishes and good luck to the class of 2015.
The time, thank you. The time has come for the class of 2015 to receive their high school diplomas. This is a momentous one toward which these students have been working for 12 years. Seniors, please receive your diplomas with the dignity that befits the occasion. Friends and family members, please allow all those who are present to hear the names of their graduates as they are presented. And now, will the first row of graduates please rise? Thank you.
K. Gamboa. Jana Marie Gomez. Karina Nicole Montacone. Brianna Noel Cortez. Nikki Lynn Shadden. Alexis Nicole Reyes. Brianna Marie, the real red, Red. Samuel Noah Johnson. Dominic John DJ Betances. Haley Elaine Olson. Raymond Patrick Borrego. Aníbal Contreras. Ricardo Fernández II. Nathan Peter Gomez. Javier Joseph Monclova. Juan Jesus Navar. Tomás Julian Ugalde. Alejandro El Tank Aguilar. Francisco Valentino Aguilar. Vanessa Ruby Aguilar. Michelle Aguirre. Carla Alanis. Jacqueline Alcalá. Victor Andrew Aldana. Alan Aldana Campos. Alexia Lorraine Albi. Alexa Diana Almanza. Daniela Paola Alonso. Christopher Charles Rado. Jade Alvarado. Isaac Andrew Alvarez. Leonardo Daniel Amaro. Carlo Alejandro Anchondo. Genevieve Bobby Andrada. Iram Aragon. Santiago Aragon. Juan Luis Aranda. Audrey Lynn Arellano. Nikita Marie Arras. Lisette Yvette Arredondo. Juan Carlos Artalejo. Hector Avalos. Richard Avila. Gabriela Alejandra Azcárate. Jesús Alberto Bañales. Elizabeth Banuelos. Kristen Marie Barrett. Hope Bethany Denise Vivian Barron. Sarah Maria Althea Batesel. Carson Scott Bennett. Alana Michelle Blair. Ariel J. Blair. Jose Daniel Briceño. Tarea Selena Neris Brown. Antonio Bustillos. Ariel Iván Bustillos. April Lynette Caldera. Brenda Marie Calderon. Jocelyn Vianney Callejas Flores. Omar Andres Camacho. Arlene Destiny Canales. Albert Carlos Candia. Amanda Corina Carvajal. Cassandra Diane Carrasco. Ana Alexis Carrillo. Samuel Kagan Carrillo. Devin Alana Carter. Adrian Castañeda. Jolene Monique Castañeda. Juan Manuel Castañeda. Juan Daniel Castillo. Giselle Cervantes. Zachary Isaiah Chacon. Ramy Lynn Hope Chacon Hughes. Angelica Maria Chavez. Ashley Denise Chavez. Jorge Alberto Chavez. Paula Alyssa Chavez. Ashley Nicole Cisneros. Lanique T.C. Collier. Ana Laura Colon. Gabriel Colunga. Kira Dene Compton. Ryan Michael Cordova. Raymond Alonso Corona Garcia. Lelani Luz Cortez. Rick Israel Cortez. Yara Stephanie Cortez Alanis. Kiana Alejandra Covington. Manuel Alejandro Cruz. Lluvia Damaso. Karina Magali Davalos. Jacob Del Olmo. Damian Delgado. Julio César Delgado Reyes. Daniel Lee DeLong. Andrea Monique Diaz. Stephanie Paola Diaz. Adan Dominguez. Jocelyn Sheehan Dominguez. Yesenia Dominguez. Nathaniel Allen Dorado. Diana Victoria Doran. Ashley Shante Douglas. Mary Duchesne. Nicholas James Duran. Alan Enriquez Sanchez. Denise D. Nice Escobar. Aile Joanna Escobedo. Dan Esparza. Zaira Miranda Espinosa. Alexis Justine Evans. Alicia Liana Favela. Sergio Antonio Farias. Mark Andrew Femat. Vincent Julian Fernandez. Jesus Adrián Tito Ferrer. Mónica Ferrer. Daniel Amore Ferreira. Adrian Jose AJ Flores. Albert Antonio Flores. Clarice Estela Flores. Destiny Monique Flores. Daniela Flores. Travis Frank Fox. Isaiah Conrad Franco. Ashley Danielle Fraire. Brian Steve Galicia. Alec Manuel Galindo. Crystal Marie Gomez. Christopher Isaiah Gandara. Cassandra Ganska. Brandon Anthony Garcia. Daniela Garcia. Francisco Garcia. Gabriel Garcia. Gustavo Garcia. Jacob Ryan Garcia. Jasmine Garcia. Jesus Mario Garcia. Jonathan Saul Garcia. Caleb Brian Garcia. Lucas Daniel Garcia. Luis Ramon Garcia. Naum Jared Garcia. Dulce Flor Gardea. Michael Anthony Garnica. Thomas Gayton. Kyle Patrick Gehring. Evelyn Eileen Golston. Christopher Matthew Gomez. Jessica Ashley Gomez. Jose Gomez Usle. Christian Dante, the Italian Stallion Gomez Papa. Enrique Gonzalez III. Joseph Rudy Gonzalez. Lynette Gonzalez. Yaneli Gonzalez. Michael Anthony Granados. Morgan Aliyah Griffith. Jacqueline Yvette Guerra. Jamie Reese Guerra. Kevin Alexis Guerra. Alexis Marie Guerrero. Giovanna Guerrero. Gabriel Alexander Guevara Phillips. Juan Carlos Guillen. Mark Anthony Guillen. Crystal Marie Gurola. Christian Gutierrez. Denise Gutierrez. Julio Gutierrez. Roberto Carlos Gutierrez. Citlali Kazmin Guzman. Texas Hart. Jeffrey Ivan Ferdinand Harvell. Jessica Annalisa Hines. Cassandra Alexis Hellard. Brandon Heredia. Alexis Ailed Hernandez. Amanda Hernandez. Amanda Renee Hernandez. Andrew Joel Hernandez. Darian Ethan Hernandez. Isaiah Dominic Hernandez. Melissa Herrera. Jessica Monique Hinojosa. Samantha Holter. Ivan Isaac Huerta. Sayeg Omar Huerta. Idair Alberto Huerta Gonzalez. Melissa Dion James. Christian Jorge Jaime. Giovanni Jorge Jaime. Sebastian Jorge Jaime, the triple threat. Jonathan Alfredo Jimenez. Manuel Alexis Jimenez. Brianna Lauren Johnson. Tiffany Ann Johnson. Casey Nicole Jones. Jocelyn Nicole Keller. Amanda Renee Kluge. Fernando Landeros Ramirez. Victor Irving Lara. Jonathan Wong La. Jorge Leiva.
Kimberly Licano. Freddie Lopez. Alonso Lopez Jr. Caleb Frank Lopez. Carlos Lopez. Aaron Ray Lopez. Evelyn Leslie Lopez. Jasmine Andrea Lopez. Maria Clarissa Lopez. Victor Fernando Lopez. Victoria Isabel Lopez. Charlie Rose Lozano. Kimberly Lozano. Monica Lucero. Zandra Justine Luna. Cesar Omar Macias. Monique Macias. Virginia Macias. Jalen Marquis McGee. Jaime Angel Maldonado. Christopher the Good Kid Mariscal. Adrian Martinez. Adrian Martinez. Alejandro Xavier Martinez. Emily Christine Martinez. Ruben Martinez. Silver Ann Martinez. Eduardo Manuel Mata. Jacqueline Iliana Mata. Sabrina Alexis Mata. Rebecca Lizette Minus. Bailey Lynn McFarland. Janie Elizabeth McLohan. Ebony Moesha McIntyre. Erin May McKinney. Aime Bianca Medina. Alex Medina Jr. Miriam Abigail Medina. Maureen Alejandra Mejia. Ashley Graciela Mendez. Christian Miguel Mendoza. Samantha Elaine Mendoza. Valerie Mesa. Tamia Nicole Miller. Natalie Marie Miranda. Amanda Ray Mitchell. Victor Alan Montoya Chavez. Eric Octavio Mora Rubio. Eduardo Morales. Stephanie Nicole Morales. Angel Lucio Moreno. Christian Jesus Moreno. Adrian Moriel. Brittany Leanne Mostyn. Daniela Noel Munoz. Jessica Renee Munoz. Joshua Aaron Munoz. Brianna Alexis Nevares. Jesus Enrique Nieto. Charlotte Leanne Norwood. Celeste Magdalena Noel. Mercedes Elena O'Keefe. Mark O'Neill. Matthew O'Neill. Yasmin Ilyana Olmos. Erica Ann Ortega. Sabrina Alyssa Ortega. Alfredo Ortega Marquez. Adrian Eduardo Ortiz. Andrés Fernando Ortiz. Jesus Daniel Ortiz. Margot Ozone. Victoria Christine Padilla Viescas. Samantha Victoria Pedregon. Leslie Abigail Perea. Alejandro Cachito Perez Jr. Dominic Perez. Justin Taylor Perez. Jonathan Michael Phillip. Matthew Edward Pinho. Corina Joanne Player. Roberto Portillo. Ricardo Brunera. Yvette Quesada. Ángel Andrés Quiñones. Sierra Leanne Quintana. Luis Yediel Raices. Ashley Nicole Ramirez. Christian Julian Ramirez. Denise Guadalupe Ramirez. Diana Guadalupe Ramirez. Idalis Malika Ramirez. Jessica Guadalupe Ramirez. Sebastian Samuel Ramirez. Yarida Arias Ramirez. Aaron Ramirez Guzman. Ana Luisa Rayos. Stephanie Zitlali Raso. Edwin Armin Railing. Matthew J. Renteria. Jordan Lee Reyes. Ashley Eileen Reza. Danny Elijah Rhodes. Karen Rios. Raimundo Rios. Joanna Kimberly Rivas Luna. Andrea Rivera. Isabella Janae Rivera. Joel Andre Rivera. Aaron Matthew Rodriguez. Vanessa Christine Rivera. Itzayana Rodelo. Amanda Sophie Rodriguez. Eileen Rocio Rodriguez. Carlos Rodriguez. Edgar Rodriguez. Josue Isaac Rodriguez. Oscar Daniel Rodriguez. Diego Alberto Rodriguez Barraza Próspero Díaz. Pablo Antonio Rodriguez. Joel Elijah Romero. Samantha Romero. Stephanie Romero. Monique Marie Romo. Desiree Alexis Ronquillo. Joshua Roque. Jesus Julián Rubio. Jonathan Andrew Rubio. Eric Rueda. Raúl Isaiah Ruiz. Marcela Paola Sainz Murillo. Jules Elizabeth Sahagan. Eric Salazar. Kimberly Salcedo. Alexandra Elvia Salcido. Carlos Andrés Salinas. Alyssa S. Sanchez. Fernando Sanchez. Gilberto Esteban Sanchez. Priscilla Marie Sanchez. Mauricio Carlos Sanchez Bernal. Isaac Santana. Corey Sapien. Philip Samuel Sarmiento. Samantha Jean Scott. Stephanie Samantha Seal. Michael Patrick Sheldon. Nicholas Atalo Cimental. Lance Allen Slack. Billy Jean Spates. Amber Juliet Stamps. Madeline Ching Strong. Sarah Suarez. Taz Jacob Suttles. Geneva Daniel Tarango. John Nicholas Tarango. Georgiana Terrazas. Isabel Terrones. Chad Thomas. Jordan Leanne Thummel. David Angel Torres. Lauren Jessica Torres. Yulem Gianfranco Torres. Andrea Tovar. Tyler Robert Trout. Dylan Isaiah Genesis Urrutia. Red Valdez. Luis Huicho Valdez. Ariana Valdez Vejil. Javier Golden Boy Valerio. Martin Valles. Vincent Anthony Vargas. Adriana Vasquez. Ariel Vasquez. Samantha Vasquez. Brittany Victoria Vega. Christian Villa Serna. Ivan Alberto Violante. Jacqueline Vivar. Brandon Matthew Walter. Melvin Eric Webb. Ted Leroy Weekly. Nicholas Marcel Wilcox. Michael Robert Williams. Ricardo Alonso Yanez Acosta. Jing Yu. Alejandro Zamaron. And ladies and gentlemen, our final graduate, J.M. Hanks High School, class 2015, Crystal Zapata.
Okay, can I have everybody's one final thing? Hold on. I'd like to thank Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Ortega. Knights, we have one final act before we go forth as adults into our community. It is my pleasure to perform the Tassel ceremony. Graduating seniors of the class of 2015, please stand. Raise your right hand and take your tassel and move it from right to left to signify the completion of your high school education. Congratulations, class of 2015. You are officially graduates.
Students be teachers, be politicians. Politicians be